Hey everyone, Richard Metal Fan here. Sorry I haven't made any videos recently. I've been pretty busy and I really just hadn't had the motivation to make any videos as of late. But I'm going to bring you my first review of 2017 and my first video of 2017. And as you can see below the title, today we're going to be looking into the new album that came out today, the new Kreator album, Gods of Violence, which was released today through Nuclear Blast Records. Now, everybody should know or at least heard of Kreator. They're a thrash metal band from Germany, formed in 1984, and they're probably the in the big four of the Teutonic thrash scene in Germany, along with like Destruction, Sodom, and a lot of people put Tankard in there, and I have to agree. And these guys have put out like classic albums such as like Endless Pain, Pleasure to Kill, Extreme Aggression, Coma of Souls. And this new album, Gods of Violence, is the follow-up to 2012's Phantom Antichrist, and it's been nearly 5 years since we have heard any new stuff from Kreator. But the question to ask, does this album exceed or pretty much live up to what Phantom Antichrist did? In my honest opinion, fuck yeah, it did. I mean, this album is a monster. It has some heavy parts, some melodic parts. It's pretty much all in one, and I think I love this a lot more than Phantom Antichrist. In fact, the artwork just looks so fucking sick. I like it a lot more than the Phantom Antichrist's artwork. I mean, the guitar work on this album is just crunchy and just melding riffs and solos that will just rip your face off. And the bass tone on this album is just very punishing and crisp and very audible. You can hear the bass playing. The drumming, I believe, from Venter is pretty much the best work he's done, probably since, also like on Phantom Antichrist. And the vocal work from Millie Petroza. I mean, his vocals is the best. He kind of mixes it a lot. He kind of has like the thrashiness and also has a little bit of a black metal feel to it. I mean, he's been doing this since the 80s. And I honestly think he just keeps getting better and better with his vocals. And he even does a little bit of clean vocals similar to Phantom Antichrist. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive into this beast track by track. Now, the album opens up with Apocalypticon, which is just a minute-long intro with some horns and drumming, sort of like gets like a build-up into the next song, World War Now, which is just an all-out thrash attack, kicks you right in the fucking balls. Just some machine gun double bass, and about 3/4 of the way, it's kind of slows down a little bit with a little bit of a classical feel to it. And it has a really good guitar solo in there. I actually love this song a lot. It pretty much kicked me in the face when I first heard it. And then we go into Satan is Real, which is an over-the-top song with a little bit of an 80s kind of vibe to it, similar to like Pleasure to Kill. And just some memorable lyrics, and just the song title alone just sounds evil, hence why it's called Satan is Real. Next song in the album is called Totalitarian Terror, and it's fast and punishing with some really shredding riffs. One of my favorite songs on this album. I love it. Then we go to the title track of the album, Gods of Violence, which starts off with a little bit of an acoustic guitar. And then it goes into some all-out tribal drumming and some powerful riffs in there. It's just a very anthemic type song. It's just very rebellious. I love this song. Then we go to Army of Storms, which is a very interesting song. It also has a little bit of a harmonic elegance to it and some very intricate parts in there. Pretty much the most intricate song on this album. Hail to the Hordes just sounds it's kind of like a slower song. It's kind of very large sounding, but also kind of like it slows down a little bit, but it's still heavy. And lyrically, I feel like this song talks about kind of like brotherhood and pretty much loyalty, like we're all brothers of metal, and like we're all united as one. Lion with Eagle Wings, really crushing it. So starts off with some really great drum intro. I love this song. Fallen Brother, I feel like this is another one of my favorite songs. It pretty much pulled some tricks from their older work. It has some very good somber solo, and just Millie Petroza doing some growls in there just sounds whoa. Side by Side, stunning thrasher. What can I say? And the album closes off with the epic nearly 7.5 or 8 minutes. I can't even remember how long this album is. Which is Death Becomes My Light. It's just like the epic grand finale to close off this monster of the album. And it showcases like Millie Petroza doing a bit of clean vocals on this album, on this song. And lyrically, it feels like Like it talks about sort of like a near-death feel to it, and it pretty much shows like a fresh kind of vibe to what Kreator comes up with. And I think it's a perfect way to end this album. Now, overall, Gods of Violence by Kreator is, what can I say? I mean, this band can do no wrong. They just continue to just progress and get better and better with each album. And if I were to give this album a score, and I'm surprised, I actually love this a lot more than Phantom Antichrist, to be quite honest with you guys. I give this probably a solid 10 out of 10. I normally don't give perfect 10 out of 10s, especially to like new albums that come out. But this album is just wow. I mean, Kreator is one of my favorite bands, and this honestly is a perfect 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what 2017 has in store, and this is a good way to start off the year with a new Kreator album. So yeah, that's my review of the new Kreator, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the new album if you heard it. I'll see you all in the next review, and keep it metal.